A powerful moment, two families united by decades of pain.
And how are you?
What happens when the system breaks down
In this case, nobody got justice.
and lives are shattered?
Because he wanted me to die for something I didn't do.
Well, you think you've heard it before. A man wrongfully convicted of a crime finally set free.
But as 5 Investigates Brittany Johnson reveals tonight, that's only half of the story.
Two men meet again after decades of pain. One wrongfully convicted, one grieving the loss of his brother, both carrying wounds from a system that failed them. It's a reunion they say shouldn't have happened this way. It stems from the murder of Jerry Boyajian's brother, Jeffrey, 46 years ago.
You know, he was my big brother. I loved him. His life was taken away.
November 16th, 1979, a young cab driver, Jeffrey Boyajian, picked up 3 men at a cab stand on Washington Street in Boston. He drove them to what was the Archdale Housing Project in Roslindale at the time.
28-year-old Jeffrey Boyajian became Boston's 78th homicide victim of the year.
He was dragged out of his cab, beaten, robbed, and shot 6 times in the head, according to court documents.
It was shock. We found out on the news.
Eyewitnesses identified one of the suspects as James Watson, and for 4 decades, the Boyajians thought the system got it right.
We had believed that justice was done at the time. You know, went on with our lives.
James was arrested and sentenced to life in prison without parole. The prosecutor wanted the death penalty, which was legal in Massachusetts at the time.
Because he wanted me to die for something I didn't do.
But the case was built on a now discredited tactic, hypnotizing eyewitnesses. Evidence was withheld, and there were police misconduct concerns.
They took everything from me, you know what I mean, 41 years.
For Jerry and his wife, Katrina, that revelation detonated decades of trust in the criminal justice system.
You took it on faith that the police were doing their job.
Jerry and his wife, Katrina, now live with a truth that is almost unbearable. While James spent much of his life behind bars for a murder he did not commit, Jerry and Katrina believe the real killer walked free.
You know, still free to walk around, to harm other people, to make other people go through what you've gone through.
The Boyajians say they were offered no reprosecution, no support, and no closure. What happened in this case is far from unique. When a conviction is overturned, the victim and their families often never get justice. In Massachusetts, that's happened 97 times since 1968. Out of those cases, most are murders, 48 of them. 11 are sexual assaults, and 7 of those are child sex abuse. Of those 97 total, in only 2 cases was someone else prosecuted after a conviction was overturned.
Very difficult.
Dan Conley was the Suffolk County District Attorney when one of the suspects in the Boyajian murder was exonerated. He said the harsh reality is reopening decades-old cases is often impossible.
A lot of times, in my experience, our hands were tied because of that passage of time, death of witnesses, destruction of evidence, loss of evidence.
Ratha Natarajan with the New England Innocence Project says one of the bigger problems with wrongful conviction cases is what prosecutors won't do when someone is exonerated.
They would not want to reinvestigate because that would be an admission that this person suffered an injustice. And so it's easier to simply deny that it is a wrongful conviction and maintain that false narrative.
For Jerry, the devastation is layered. His brother is gone. They believe the wrong men went to prison, and the right people may never be held to account.
In this case, nobody got justice. James didn't get justice. My family didn't get justice.
There's never going to be closure. You know what I mean? I just don't let them stop me from living.
We're brothers, you know, in trauma.
James Watson and his co-defendant Fred Clay both had their convictions overturned. The third suspect was never found. Reporting in the newsroom, Brittany Johnson, 5 Investigates.
And if you have a tip for 5 Investigates, just call them at the number on your screen, or you can send an email to 5investigates@wcvb.com.